the man. You gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, woo! You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun. And I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Woo! Styling and profiling. Woo! Showtime.
Welcome to Defend the Hustle. Buffalo always keeps it a buck.
I can guarantee you most of the audience is gonna agree with me before they agree with you.
Lock in, because Buffalo is about to
crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Go ahead and
right here, right now.
You go ahead.
subscribe and share now.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Defend the Hustle. Middleman, go ahead and introduce yourself. We get this show on the road.
Hi, everyone. I am the middleman picker, part-time reseller, full-time truck driver. We're here tonight. Welcome out. We're glad to see everybody making it in.
All right, and I am Buffalo Picker, full-time reseller. Thank you all for coming out, spending some time with us this Sunday. We're going to get into talking point with Q4. We're going to talk about like a trending topic that's going on social media right now. We're going to briefly kind of gloss over that. The giveaways tonight, I'm going to go with the theme on my shirt, Black Panther. So I have two items here. This is Killmonger. It's the back of the box. It's the front. And I also have the man himself, Black Panther. All right. These are going to be the two giveaways tonight. So, yeah, let's go ahead and kick off. Well, before we do that, let me give a shout out to the chat. And then we're going to talk about what we accomplished this week. Shout out to Lil Debbie for being first in the chat. Thank you for your support. Shout out to Samurai. Thank you for your continued support as well. Shout out to All the One Package. That's Miss Buffalo. Appreciate what you do for the channel. Florida Girl Picker. Everybody know that is Middleman wife. Let's see who else we got in here. And a bunch of people just saying hello to each other. That is Nita J right there, right? J Nita 82. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for your support as well every week on the show. And Marie, what's going on, Marie? Thank you all for coming out, supporting the channel. Who else we got? Jennifer Hayes, the mod. Thank you for all you do for me, Jennifer. Shout out to Justin. Thank you as well for your continued support. FAOBP 132, thank you for coming out. Think we got everybody. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. We're going to try to keep this show right at an hour. So, Middleman, what you accomplished this week as a reseller?
Oh, I got out those two shipments, them Amazon and Walmart shipments that I was working on all week. We got one out. Well, I got one out Thursday, and then the other one I pushed out Saturday. So yeah, it's been, and now being I did a little shopping today,
Right.
and Saturday with the grandbabies. I will be starting my next shipments tonight. Once we get off, or if
Right.
not tomorrow, I'll be starting them to push them up out into the warehouses. Like this is where now right now is grind, ship. That's all it's about right now. So that's basically what I've been doing, and also I supposed to been stop buying, but still buying for some reason when I I still got two storages and a shed full of stuff. So
Are you didn't you dwindling it down though?
yeah, it started, but I'm starting to put a lot more new inventory in now. For
Right.
some odd reason, I'm doing a lot of buying instead of a lot of pulling from my own stash.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I got to start buying and start back pulling because I was noticing the movement when I was just shipping all those the inventory I already have.
Mm-hmm.
So now I got to get back into doing that and just stop all the buying. But I got the little birdie in my ear, and every time I look around, it's something new coming up, popping up.
Who
You
that
know,
little birdie, man?
man, I don't know him, man. He like a co-host on this Buffalo Picker show.
Uh,
He shooting all these bolos out at me and stuff like that, and I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta go get it.
yeah.
And then you got some of the people in the bolo group shooting out bolos, and it's hard to say no when the price is right and the profit is right.
Right. Right.
It's hard. Then you peep in these stores. I go peep in these stores and I be like, man, there's even more stuff. You
Right.
know, so it's hard. It's hard to start buying when it's so much inventory out here. And if they saying what they saying about toys this year, it don't hurt to be stocked up. You know what I mean? Because this year here going to bleed off into next year. Just
Right.
to be honest with you, we're going to see it. We're going to see
Shout
it.
out to Bill Bixby, Incredible Hulk. What's going on?
Yeah, Bill, it's hard. It's real hard to lead those deals out there. It's real hard. But hey, sometimes you got to know when to stop because the money got to rotate back in. You have to spend. I mean, sell as much as you buy. You
Yeah.
got to. If not, you're gonna get stuck.
Right.
Yeah, gentlemen, you know who it is. Yeah, but I hope everybody picking up some of these deals out here because they're everywhere.
What is
You
the
notice
envelope?
Ross is cutting some of their prices again. Have you been in the stores? You see
Uh-uh.
some of their cuts. They cutting some of the prices on some of them items. I picked up a few of them today.
What you mean? Like they dropping the price on it?
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Maybe
I haven't
maybe the
been.
items been in there too long.
Oh, okay. I haven't been in there in a couple of days. Been trying to get these shipments together, man. Finally, kind of um, making a dent in it. So once we talked on, I think it was Friday night, and you kind of straighten out my shipment for Walmart. I went in there Saturday and just I think I built 10 boxes
Oh,
that next morning, but I didn't get to push them nowhere. So they're going to be pushed tomorrow. That's going to be the first thing I do when I get into the warehouse tomorrow is complete my Walmart shipment. And I may just end up taking them all the way to the FedEx spot and get that way they can get picked up by noon instead of waiting around all day for FedEx to come to the facility.
yeah,
Uh, and then once I do that, I'm gonna finish up my Walmart. I counted those things. It's 326 action figures that I gotta ship, and that ain't even all, man. I still got a whole container, like from I think I got it as triple letters AAA all the way, like 22 of those containers that I still haven't went through to pull those. So they're gonna go on the next trip. Um, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna once I get the Walmart out because as you know, it's the easiest. And
yeah.
once I get that out the way, then I'm gonna come back and start to get those action figure individually packed and then pack them in their own box and get them up out of there.
That's where the work come in at. After getting
Yeah,
all the tags off, that's where the work come in at.
yeah. So that's basically what I done, man. I got them listed, removed the tags, basically clean them up, goo gone, get the sticky stuff off of it in the dust, and now they're just waiting for me to actually. I got to go around to each one of them, make sure they got the right tag, and then from there I'm gonna box them up and get them up out of there. So it's a lot of work, man. It's definitely a lot of work, but that's pretty much. I did get into a couple of stores. I think I dropped maybe one or two bolos this week. But I mean, with me trying to get this stuff out, it's limiting. I mean, my ability to get out into the stores as much as I want to. But it's coming. I mean, the closer we get to Black Friday, it'll be more and more bolos being dropped. Because the stores are just like us, they trying to move products, they trying to meet their bottom line, and they trying to get stuff out there. So you're gonna start seeing some deals coming through in the bolo group, like some unbelievable deals that you got to move on. And if I get it and I comp it for 2-3 times your money, I'm gonna put some fire on it so you'll know that it's a hot deal. Try to go ahead and get it because a lot of these deals doesn't stay out long. They'll pop up and then you wait an hour or two and try to go check and the price bill went up. That's because everybody done bought the lowest price. And I'm
Yeah.
speaking of Amazon because Amazon really known for doing it. Walmart do it as well and Target too, but Amazon is well known for coming out, dropping an item way below the MSRP, and then people jump on it and it be gone within an hour. I remember last year I was telling I can't remember if it was Picking in the Hood too. I can't remember who it was, but I had told him to get these dolls, and he hit me up about an hour later saying he can't find the ones that are $10. I was like, "Some things sold out about 30 minutes ago, man. You about 30 minutes too late." So when I put it in there and I put that fire on it, you got to jump on it. We put the information out there. I try to put the link and everything so you can go right to the product and buy the minutes you can afford or desire. Shout out to my dude, Mess Hall
Yes,
Diggs. Is
what's
in
up?
the house. What's going on, brother? Um,
Goo
Get
going them
back
skills.
up there, man. Check out your new spot. Yeah. So that's pretty much all I accomplished this week. I mean, I got some good items. I went to DD's um and Ross. I went into a new Ross, a Ross that they just opened up last Friday. I went in there on Monday and found out that they had just opened up that Friday, the weekend before, and they had a lot of stuff in there. I got some items I haven't seen in the regular Ross store. So of course I made my rounds back over there to make a second look, but it wasn't, as much stuff in there as before. So, it's definitely one of those Walmarts I'm gonna keep on my list because I don't think a lot of people know about it, in the resale world. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all I accomplished this week. As I talked about, there's a trend going on the internet right now, and they're basically trying to get people on board to boycott Thanksgiving and Christmas. And the reason that I went in there and took a look at it is because that's if they do that, that's going to affect the reseller to a certain degree.
Yeah.
So and it gonna hurt the big box stores too, because that's who they aiming, to send a message to. Um, let me see if I can bring this up right quick.
So they targeting the big box stores.
All right.
Now, what about the big online stores, Amazon and
I think when the boycott is for everybody, man. Whoever, I think they trying to hit everybody. So let's see, trying to bring this up right quick. All right, so this is one. And I pulled this thumbnail off of YouTube. You can see the little time right here. But I just pretty much screenshot the thumbnail. This is one out there, and then I pulled another one. Let's see.
49 minutes to explain why they boycotting.
Yeah, because they got several people talking. Several people is like adding in their 2 cents, man. It's a thing, man. They're trying to get people on board, to support it. A lot of influencers are behind it. And this one right here, they want you to boycott Christmas and Thanksgiving. So, we don't discuss politics on here, but basically, from the gist of what I was getting from that was that they trying to send a message to Washington, and they trying to send a message to the big box stores to stop some of this foolishness going on about you know stopping people from getting. Let me kill this right quick. Let's see. Yeah, stopping people from getting assistance, man. It was like, you're gonna take away people livelihood, whereas the folks that absolutely need the federal assistance or food stamps or whatever, uh, you know, if you saying don't issue those for the month of November and December, you pretty much killing their holidays anyway, because they're not going to be able to feed their family. So, a lot of people are. You can go to the internet and look for yourself if you're interested in what people are saying and what they're trying to do. I just want to kind of gloss over it a little bit on the show to let you all know, as a reseller on the reseller side of the house, that if this gets some steam, it could be a problem for us. Especially if people are not going out to the Black Friday sales, and you look at it on the back end. You can be optimistic and say, well, those big box stores don't make no sale. That's a win for us. But on the flip side of it, it could be a win for us, but also could be a L for us too, because you can't buy that stuff if you don't have money. So if you ain't making the sales during Christmas or during the holidays, then how you gonna have the capital to buy this stuff when it all started going on sale in January? Or the after Christmas sale. They can drop that stuff down to 90% off, but if you ain't got the cash, capital to go in there and buy the stuff, then it hurting all of us, because it's a revolving door. In order for us to get the cash, they got to buy from us. In order for us to go back out to the store and buy additional goods, we got to have the cash.
Yeah.
So we're gonna feel some effect from it if this actually happened. And like I said, when I first heard about it, I hit middleman up. I sent them a message. I said, "Man, have you heard about this?" And then what I started doing was going on TikTok to some of the big influencers, and almost I say 40% of those people are actually talking about it on their channels. So I'm like, man, this could easily get some steam and become a thing for the United States. And then, like I said, it can have adverse effect on the resellers. Not just the big box store, but the small resellers as well. So I just wanted to put that out there for y'all attention. We ain't gonna talk too much about it because I definitely don't want to get on the political side of it. Uh, so we're gonna move on and do discuss our talking point for the night. So
I just wish everybody made the right decisions for their families. That's all I pray for.
yeah,
Make the right decisions for your family.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, my son, mess off. You still in chat, man? My son asked me when next time we coming back to Tennessee, because he was upset that we couldn't get to your shop the last time we was there. So we're gonna
Yeah,
try to figure
Jennifer.
something out.
Well, then Buff was saying November or December.
What was
No,
that
no.
now?
What Jennifer saying? My friend works as social services. As of right now, no food stamps are coming in November.
Yeah, for both. Like I said, I don't want to talk no politics, but from what I gather from all these people on social media, on Instagram and TikTok, they are saying that the president is requesting the states not to issue food stamps for November and December. So,
Yeah.
you know,
And they still furloughing people. Like I told you backstage, my friend, he got furloughed from his government job. So that's even losing your job during this time of the year is bad too. So
right, right. Yeah, yeah, man. I mean, you got to have a way to support your family, man, and support yourself. If you don't have that, I mean, it could be very depressing for people. Middle-
they gonna send a copy of that
yeah,
new menu. They gonna send a copy of that new menu out.
hey. Oh no, no, Messal. Yeah, I was gonna say, Messal, send me a snapshot of that, man, when you finish it, so I can pass it on to my son because he fiending down here to get back up into Camo Caravan. Um, I was laughing at resale daddy.
Yeah,
You're right, man. You're right. You're right. And that
yeah.
that could be a thing. You know, that could be a thing. To create the chaos and people just go crazy for a couple weeks. You
It's
know.
already started. It's already done started. You see a lot of more violent crimes right now
Yeah.
than you normally do. So
Yeah.
that's why I
Yeah.
always say I tell everybody just be safe out here. That's why I
Yeah.
always say that. My head is always on the swivel.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying you got to be safe. Like I said, do what's in the best interest of your family.
Yeah. Yeah. And you gotta be vigilant. When you out here, man. Just watch your surroundings. Stay out of the way of trouble. Don't be easily engaged into something just because somebody doing a lot of talking. Just walk away from that stuff and just try to keep everybody around you safe. I'm this is in I don't know if it's just a military thing, but I know for me, anytime I go to a restaurant, Miss Buffalo already know that I
Yeah,
never sit with my back to the door. I'm
my wife know that.
always in a position where I can watch the door
Yeah.
or the real exit. I'm always if that door open just a little bit, I'm watching.
Hmm.
If I remember we went out to breakfast. I think it was this past week, and this strange looking person came in and walked all the way over to the bar, and I had eyes on them. As soon as they came to the door and watched them all the way going to the bar, and I was telling Miss Buffalo, I said, yeah, that person right there. I said they look a little strange. I've been watching them, and she being regular civilian, she ain't even paying no attention to that type stuff. She just engaged in what she was doing or whatever. And I just tell you that if you and I'm gonna say this and then get off of this too because I don't like using this channel for that, but I definitely want to do a PSA for if you got a weapon, make sure you train up with it and keep it when places that allow you to bring that thing in. Keep it for your protection because you never know when somebody gonna come in there and hold up the whole restaurant, and you will probably be the last defense from either just getting robbed or all y'all in there just getting killed.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind when you go out to these places. If they don't have that sign up saying that you can't bring a weapon in here, keep you something on you to protect yourself. Um, and that's just a PSA because things are like resale dad had mentioned. Crime gonna go up when people can't eat. They gonna go take. They see you got it, they're gonna come take it. So just be on the lookout for anything crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of protesting going on right now, so some people could get worked up. Just be careful. Be very vigilant on your safety. Very. That's just
Yep,
being real with you. Just be very very safe out here.
yep,
I'm a homebody, so uh, when we do go out, I'm just like you. I have my back to the wall and my head to that door,
yep,
and I got to see who's coming around me.
yep, yep,
I have to see him. I have to.
yeah.
I
It's
won't even feel right. I get squirmy when I can't see everything. I'm
hey
just saying.
man, you know, uh, I've heard people say, the military institutionalized their people if you stick around it long enough, and I mean, at first, it used to kind of, make me feel a certain kind of way when people would say that, but then I kind of sit back and thought about it for a while, and they're right, you know, they're right. Things like that could probably save your life. These little things that we was taught, being in the military, look out for your buddy, always watch your six, that type stuff can be the difference between you getting hurt or going home safe.
Hmm.
So I when I'm out with mines, I'm always in a protective mode. You know, always. I don't even have to say it when we go out. They automatically know where I'm going to sit. And so. But let's get back into the
Yeah.
resale talk here, because we could talk about that all day. Um, So let's talk about our goals. What type of goals do you set for yourself for Q4? Or what? Well, let me rephrase that. What kind of goals you have had in the past, and has they changed from the past Q4 to this Q4?
Um, I changed my model a couple times since the show. So at first it went from having everything in Amazon and then having everything out of Amazon.
Right,
Now it's back to having everything back in Amazon and Walmart. And my goal is to get as much of my inventory in there as possible. And I ain't just limiting myself for a Q4 because, like I said last week, I got like 4 to 5 years of inventory that I've accumulated from the pandemic to now. That's outside of Amazon that needs and Walmart that needs to be in. So my whole goal this year is to uh, be able to close out all my storages, empty my shed. Also, my goals when I'm shipping a amount into Amazon. At first, I was looking at dollar amount. Like I can't ship nothing under $5,000 because to me it didn't make any sense. Now it's like put as much inventory in it as possible. I want to at least put 100 items every shipment, at least 100. It can't be no less than 100.
right,
So if I'm gonna ship do a shipment every week, that's 400 items a month. And then 500 some months. But and I could go over, and that's per platform. So that'd be 800 items in a month. So if I started in July, uh, all the way up to the December, because I'm continuing to do it. So that's July, August, September, October, November, December. That's 6 months. 800. That's what 4,800 items, right?
yeah,
That's 4,800 items. So by the end of December, I want to at least have 4,800 items in there. And when you see that you have that inventory, um, I won't if I
you
go
saying
over
next year
now by the end of this year.
you want 4,800 items shipped by this year?
Yeah,
How many you said?
I said starting from July. Remember,
Oh,
I was
from
starting.
July, July.
Yeah, started from July until bro. If I Look, if I'm doing that, it got
Hey,
to be
hey,
1,000 a week.
hey! I thought you were saying from now to December. I'm about to
No,
do the math for you, bro.
no. I just start with July. If I had to do that from now to December, bro, I have to quit my job and just focus on that. Then 4,800 items in 3 months, or well, 2 months, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
over. What's that? That's like 2,400 items a week. I mean, a month.
right,
No, man, I had to quit my job. I call in tomorrow, like, hey, man, I talk to y'all next. Talk to y'all later, man. But this right here,
right,
I'm going to focus on this. But no, yeah, my goal by the end of the year, I want to at least see that, or uh, have touched enough inventory to which this Q4 will be the best Q4 that I ever had.
right.
Because like I've been saying, the inventory is there, and I'm constantly buying. So uh, I would love to be able to sit back at the end of the year for a week, at least the beginning of next year, and just be like some of the big dogs right here, count that money, you know, and get ready for them big sales, uh, and not have to worry about continuing on trying to ship.
Yeah,
But yeah, but that's my goal, man. I'm trying to aim to pump as much as possible, but I also don't want to put too much pressure on myself because I'm a one man team. And if you put too much pressure on yourself, uh, pressure busts pipes, and also make you get tired of it. You could
yeah,
you could really drain yourself from this, doing so much, doing too much, and putting too much pressure on yourself. You can really kill your motivation, and your motor, and your and the love of this game.
yeah,
You really have to pace yourself, because if you don't, you'll burn yourself out. You really do. And I don't want to burn myself out because I've done that before, and I took weeks off. But I plan on not trying to burn myself out, but I want to pump as much as possible in. So the end goal is to have Amazon and Walmart ship everything,
yeah,
and then eBay. I can focus on eBay and that, and hopefully um, have that on some much of the only platform other than Whatnot that I have to worry about shipping. You know,
right.
so and if eBay ever start that, what they will say they was gonna do, having a fulfillment center, all the eBay stuff will be going in there. So yeah, we're gonna see, but that's what it's about.
Yeah. See, Miss Hall said something here.
Yeah,
I know I'm a super part-time reseller at the moment, but my Christmas stuff is selling hot right now. Yeah, yeah,
get
yeah,
get Christmas themed stuff listed.
yeah,
That's no stand lie.
yeah. You get all your stuff listed, man,
Yeah,
because people are buying everything. So I don't think pretty much my goals are still the same as the past two or three Q4s. Is to try to ship as much as possible to the fulfillment centers and let them do the heavy lifting. Um, Last year, well, I take that back because last year I was letting Amazon do the heavy lifting, but I was doing the heavy lifting on the Walmart side. So now this year, I got Walmart and Amazon doing the heavy liftings for me. So that's one change that I have made towards my goals is to pretty much piggyback what Middleman is saying is push much as possible towards the fulfillment centers, let them do all the shipping. And I tell you, I've been doing that for uh, close to 2 months now, and it feels good to not have to come to the warehouse and pack all these individual packages and then get them to the post office to people because when I get shipment in, especially after the weekend, I could have upwards of 50 to 60 packages that I have to ship out by that Monday. So, I that's the feel good part of the switch that I'm making for as one of my goals. The other one is which is still my goal but hasn't changed since I've been reselling is watching the trends. I'm always watching the trends on toys. If you got small kids in the family, see what they watching on TV, see what they like, talk to them, ask them what kind of toys they want for Christmas and stuff. And most of the time, they'll tell you like what's the trending toy out there, something that you probably never heard of. And another thing is, I always say when you're in these stores, let people know what you're doing, but let friends and family know what you're doing as well. Because I have received tips, from my family telling me about a toy that they seen on social media, and I go buy the toy. Matter of fact, I had a toy I bought last year. It didn't sell well. It had just came out last year, but it didn't sell well for Q4 last year. But this year I sold out. So, and I mentioned that before. Sometimes it take a trend an extra year before it actually catch on. To the mainstream of people. So you definitely want to watch the trends. That's what the Bolo group is all about as well, because I try to find stuff that's hot and you can make good money off of it, and I try to drop it in there so you can make an informed decision on if that's something that you want to buy. Another thing that I've been doing this for a while that haven't changed is another one of my goals. I always track my sales for Q4. It's a goal that I set. Sorry about that. It's a goal that I set even on my board over here. I got on my board like every time I ship, I come home, I put that total on my board because, like I had mentioned to the middleman, is that this year I wanted to ship 3,000 items to Amazon and 3,000 items to Walmart for Q4. Well, I'm probably about 650 away from meeting my goal with Amazon, and I'm probably about 1,000 and something away from meeting my goal with Walmart. So I may exceed that 3,000 goal. I might have kind of, cut myself short a little bit, but the more the merrier when it comes to shipping that stuff in, because people are buying any and everything during Q4. So, I'm hopeful that this little noise that being made on social media is not going to affect us as much, or may just go away. If things kind of correct themselves. But I'm gonna still move like it is nothing is going on, like we're a business as usual for me. So those are three of the things that I try. Well, three of my goals that I set for Q4 is to move more inventory at a short amount of time, keep track of that inventory, set a goal for the amount that I want to meet, and then try to see what's trending. Because you got to think, you got a short window. Q4 is three months. However, you got September and August as well to kind of find those trends and then kind of get ready to capitalize on those before Black Friday. And if you um, I don't know how many people go into the different big box stores, but you gotta either go into those stores or go on to their website and kind of figure out what's dropping into the clearance. Because they do drop a few gems here and there on the online arbitrage as well. So you want to find those deals, because a lot of deals that you find out here, you can make 2, 3 times your money. Some of them you can make more, but you just got to do your due diligence. And you know, I'm not selling nothing, but I'm just telling y'all that the Bolo group is definitely for the people that got into the Bolo group, which is free. Uh, we're gonna start loading that thing up. So, get your money ready, uh, and be looking out for the deals. If it's something that you're interested in, and you do your comps and say, okay, I can sell this on my platform, I can make this much money, go get it. If it's something that you can't do nothing with, let it go. Wait for the next bolo. You know, and I keep saying that. Just because it worked for me doesn't mean it's gonna work for you. We may be selling on 2 or 3 separate platforms that you ain't trying to sell on, and just be concerned about the platform that you sell on when that stuff drops into the bolo. Middleman, you got anything you want to add on that? Shout out to Cheryl. Thank you for coming through.
To the Bolo group.
No, no, just advice.
Okay. Yeah. Set set your goals. That's reasonable for you. You know. Don't, like I said earlier. Don't go out and burn yourself out. You know what dollar amount that you want to have at the end of the year. So if you're trying to set your goals for a 6-figure payout for the end of the year, that means you're gonna do some work. A 5-figure, you're gonna do some work. So just set it as reasonable for you and what you uh, are capable of achieving. You can shoot for the stars and hit the moon, but hey, at least you got goals. You know what I mean? So that's the main point of it. Have goals for it, and try to accomplish as much of your goals as possible. But yeah, but good. If you ain't in the Bolo group, come to the Bolo group. You know, if you want to find, if you don't have the time to really go look, there's some good bolos coming in the bolo groups.
Right.
You know,
And just keep in mind too, the Bolo group is for people that support the channel. So
yeah, yeah,
if you hit me up and I don't recognize you, more than likely I'm not going to respond back if it's a question about getting into the Bolo group.
yeah,
We're not going to do that this year. I had a little drama last year, so we're not going to do that this year.
yeah. And we show some of the bolos on the shows, but we're not going to show all of the bolos. So I have some of them. I have a couple of them tonight. If we get a chance to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
We can do a show and tell because I'm gonna get ready to do these giveaways in a second.
Well, I got 3 of them right now on me. So 2 of them. I don't know if I put in the bolo group, but we'll find out. This one right here, I definitely put in the bolo group. Everybody knows SpongeBob, right?
Right.
SpongeBob,
How much was it? Uh, eight
$8.99
ninety nine.
at Ross,
Oh, okay.
and it was selling for I think it was $21 on Amazon, starting as lowest person, and 22
What's the
in
rank
Walmart.
on it?
Oh,
You
it was.
remember?
I can't remember what the rank was, but it was low. It was real
Okay.
low.
Okay.
It's SpongeBob,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I think I showed this, put this one in the bolo group.
Yeah. You did.
Fantastic Four,
I never seen that before.
twenty
What's the
five
price
dollars,
on it?
$24.99. And I
Okay.
think the lowest person was $51.
Wow.
I think the lowest person was $51, and that was on Amazon, and I think Walmart was 49. I think,
Right.
and I think you put this one in the bolo group once,
Oh yeah. Yeah. I was able to find 2 of those.
and it was $21.99.
Right. They go
Yeah,
for about 50 something, right?
yep, yep.
Yeah.
There's a 3-pack.
Yeah. That's a good one.
So those three of the ones that were in the bolo group, and I put a couple more in the night tonight. I know some of y'all probably already saw them, but I have to take out the stuff I picked up, and then I put some more in the group. So we're trying to pump out some good items out there for everybody. So you know You appreciate for just appreciate being in the Bolo group.
Yeah, it's free. Like I said, it's free for people that support the channel, and that's how we're gonna run it this year. Maybe a little switch up for next year, but that's how we're gonna run it for this year. So we're gonna do the Bill said he need both of those. Uh, yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get ready to do the giveaways for tonight. Um, it's gonna be the Black Panther theme. So first up is gonna be the Killmonger figure, new in the box, no blemishes. You got to take out the tag, but other than that, no blemishes. Plastic intact. So if you're interested in this, we have 18 people in. Drop your number in the chat from 1 to 25. 1 to 25. 1 to 25, y'all. If you're interested in Killmonger. One to 25.
Everybody come out and you know, well, not everybody. Whoever supports the channel, you might want to get in the boat. If you're not a reseller, still be those be items that you might want to pick up for someone. Everybody
Yeah,
has
I'll let
some
you
kind of
know.
kid.
Yeah, it's definitely like I said, they're gonna get a little bit more busy in there. It's a little slow right now because I got stuff that I'm trying to do, but once I get this stuff uh get control of it, then I'll definitely be dropping more bolos in there. Some stuff we find we just don't have time to drop it in there.
Yeah,
I'll find one item and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna drop this in the bolo, and then while I'm still in store, and find 3 or 4 more items, and by the time it's all said and done, I don't even get a chance to drop it in there. So,
and your cart
um,
full,
let's see.
and the cart be full.
All right, get ready to put the X's down, y'all. If you're interested in this item, go ahead and drop your number in the chat from 1 to 25. All right, we're
Yeah.
gonna close it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, there it is. So, okay, here's the number. Can't go over it. You gotta be on it or
17.
below.
17.
You gotta be on it or below. Who got it?
Uh-oh. Justin. 13. He the closest without going over. Congratulations, Justin.
Let's see. You sure on that one?
Yeah, he's the closest without going over.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right,
13.
Justin. All right, Justin, we got you, man. Like you have a shipment every 2 weeks. Let's see. All right, we'll get that going for you,
Hey,
Justin.
congratulations, brother. Y'all
All
knocking
right.
out the park.
So this is what you won, the Killmonger, and it's in good condition, so no blemishes. And this how hopefully if the people don't beat it up, this how it's gonna come to you.
Yeah. And the dust
All
is free.
right.
Now I say, and the dust is free.
Huh? Yeah, this one right here been sitting on the shelf for a minute.
Yeah. The Black Panthers was too.
Hmm. All right, so next up is the Black Panther. All right, this is what it looked like. Same condition as the other one. No blemishes. If you're interested in this one, drop your number in the chat from 1 to 25. 1 to 25.
I think that one was going for $31, $32.
Yeah, about 32. Yep, sure is. Okay, this is Justin. All right. 1 to 25, y'all. 1 to 25.
Yeah, this weekend here, I was kind of absent on the Bolo group. I had two young grandsons with us, so
Beating you up.
man, them boys a handful, boy. Especially the youngest one, boy. That mug got so much attitude. Woo! His favorite word is no.
All right, baby. We getting ready to close this one out. Get ready to close it out.
Yeah, I think I need another day off. Well, they ran me good, me and the wife.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go.
22. Oh, look at
Got it.
that, boy.
Who got it?
That dude, the middleman,
What? What's your
the
number?
middle 21. Look at you, man. You questioning me, man.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
21,
Got a
bro.
check, man.
I
Got a
man,
check,
look,
man. Hey,
I, man, look here.
the chat got me, Jennifer say, okay, D Middleman. The chat got me, shook, man. I got to check everybody, bro.
Hey, do me a favor, man.
Uh-huh.
Send that out to mess hall.
Mess hall.
Yeah,
Mess hall
get the
didn't
mess
drop no
hall.
number, did he?
Yeah, he did. 14.
Okay, all right, I got you. I got something else almost. I got to send the mess hall anyway. All right,
Thank
mess
y'all.
hall, this coming your way. You got a
Yeah,
little
brother.
blemish right there on the corner, right there. But that's
Happy Veterans Day.
about it. All right, mess hall. Mess hall came in here and won something. Let's see, mess hall.
Not a problem. You appreciate it, bro.
I get this shipped out this week. All right. All right, you got anything else you want to show and tell?
No, I don't. I don't want to. Well, I could do one more. This one right here, I found. Did I? Yeah, I put it in the bolo. This one here. What's up, bro? My brother Dre, and what's going on?
All right, hold on just a second. All right.
All right, we talk about another bolo group.
Man, you know how many times seen that in the store and don't scan it? What it
I,
going for?
I just told my wife today that I seen it. I've been seeing it. I bought it for $6.99. It's going for $31.
Are you
Exactly.
serious?
$31 on Walmart and 22 on
Man.
and 22 on Amazon.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. I
Yep.
see that stuff in the store all the time. I don't even bother to scan it.
Yeah, because I look at it and I'm like, hmm. But today, my grandsons had me really looking at more stuff this time because they was grabbing at everybody,
Yeah.
right? Grabbing everything. So yeah,
And how much was it at Ross?
yep.
You said 6?
$6.99.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
man.
definitely be grabbing some of those. Let's see.
Yeah, bro. It's a lot of stuff out there right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, man, it'll get busy in the Bolo room. I mean, I know last year sometimes I was dropping 10 Bolos a day. You
Hey,
know, so.
hey, you right, Jennifer. Do say that only at Walmart,
Hey,
but
man.
it's at
Man,
Ross.
you know Ross discount store, man. You get stuff from everywhere.
Yeah. See, that's
Yeah.
that's the thing that most people don't know. Ross, Burlington,
TJ Maxx.
Hollis, TJ Maxx, all of them are they buy pallets. You know what I mean? And they buy shipments of everybody else stuff. That's why they have
Overstock.
so many different types of stuff in there.
Yep. Overstock. I
So
know at one time, believe it or not, at one time I was trying to basically survey a couple different managers at between Marshalls and Target. I mean Marshalls and TJ Maxx. I was trying to survey them to see if I could squeeze out of them where they get their inventory from. Couldn't get the information, man. Couldn't get the information. I had got one lady all drilled all the way down, and she was like, "We can't get that information out, sir. We just can't do it." I was like, "Man, I'm just a little dude. I just was trying to figure out, where y'all get your stuff from, so I can go and make me a call." But she was like, we're not allowed to get that information out, man. I was trying my best to get that information from her. Oh, shout out. Oh, what's going on? Say it here
Ella?
first. Ella is in the house.
What's up, Ella?
Thank you for coming through, Ella. Let me run these buffaloes for you. Thank you for the super chat.
Super chat received.
Thank you, Ella. Thank you. Yeah, so I tried, man. It just didn't work out, and I was just pretty much asking them all the same question just to see what kind of different answers I was gonna get. And I ran into one, and she seemed like she was gonna tell me, and then she like fell back, man. I mean, I guess she thought I was gonna, maybe I was undercover working for a corporate or something. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I definitely was trying to find out where they get their stuff from. So, maybe I could throw my hat in the ring.
They're getting it for a great price because based off the prices that they pulling out on them,
They got to. They got
they're
to.
getting it for a great price, and they're getting a collective of everything. So it's not just a palette of one thing.
Jennifer says she finally went to Ross. You're right. They got a lot of good stuff in there, for
Yeah,
sure.
now they starting to get back to their old model on some of their stuff, man. At one time they were bumping their prices and bumping their prices up.
Yeah.
So,
But
Burlington was not
last
doing
year,
it.
they pretty much they had the best prices last year.
Yeah,
When it came to Q4, but Ollie's probably had the best stuff.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
but this year I mean, right now Ross is winning big time. With when it comes to toys.
Hey, I got a thing. If y'all picked up any of them blend jets last year, Ollie's, you might want to dispose of them because they had a recall on them. If you've been if you've been listening to them on any of the platforms, you notice that they taking them off the platforms. So we
Yeah,
was excited about it when we were buying them, but yeah, they got a
yeah,
recall on them. That's why they were so flooded.
yeah. That was a bad buy right there.
Yeah, because people were returning them anyway. Like, man, come on, really?
Yeah, that was a bad buy right there. But the good thing, I tell people all the time as a reseller, when you're doing your taxes, you can write a lot of that stuff off, as a loss,
Yeah.
get the tax credit. Um, Bill, I live at Ross. All right, I'm sure you do, Bill. I do too, man. When I can, I got one about 3 minutes up the road from my warehouse. Um, I try to make a little spot check in there to kind of check the temperature. If I can find something good in there, I may go hit a couple more. But yeah, Ross is definitely the move right now. Now I've been into Burlington. Did you go into Burlington this weekend?
Bro, I was right next door to Burlington when we dropped them boys off,
You didn't go
and
in?
I didn't go in, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And I,
Probably
but
didn't
see,
miss nothing.
I was in the area that wasn't, let me say this, yeah, you got to get out your car with your head turning like this, and you got to get in and get out. You won't have too many bags because you don't want too many eyes on you,
Yeah,
type,
yeah,
because everybody's
yeah,
standing out looking at you.
yeah.
I was in one of them areas. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah. I remember speaking of that, I remember when Toys R Us was going out of business, right? And I
Mhm.
had went into one of those areas, and I had 5 carts of toys. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna get all this stuff in the car because at that time I had a Lexus car
Oh
and
Lord.
not a truck. And that manager was like, "You're gonna have to come back." I was like, "I'm way on the other side of town." He was like, "Yeah, but all this is not gonna fit." And they ended up holding it for me. Ain't let nobody get anything off of it. I jetted that stuff to the house, came back, got my other load, but yeah, them jokers were watching, boy. I was like, I'll tell you, I was like, I was putting stuff in the car and looking around, at the same time, trying to make sure nobody didn't sneak me. But yeah, I know what you mean, man. I know exactly what you mean. Um, we're gonna go ahead and end this show. We like a hour and 2 minutes. I want to end at around about 1 hour. Middleman, you got anything you want on the close?
Well, first thing, I have a whatnot show this coming up Saturday at 7:30 p.m. It'll be October the 25th. Um,
25th.
start putting things in the store. I supposed to have done it last week, but I'm doing it this week. So come out, check me out. Like I said last week, I will be running like some loose figures for probably $1. I mean $1, $2. And I'm not lying. Don't let me lie to you. $2 just to get your shipping right, so you can be able to purchase the more higher dollar items if you plan on to. But I have some reasonable prices in there. I think I got quite a bit of stuff. If I don't uh, have the prices you want, let me know. Maybe we can work around and get it to the right price, will make both of us happy. But I want to say thank y'all for coming out. Don't forget to check me out. Also, follow me on Instagram, the Middleman Picker, on TikTok, the Middleman 15. Um, and I hope everybody have a safe week and productive week, blessed week, and we'll see you next week.
All right. Everybody know that I go everything pretty much Buffalo Picker except for my Instagram is Buffalo_Picker 43, but everything else pretty much Buffalo Picker. Um, One thing that I'm gonna start doing, hopefully this week, is start back making content for my YouTube channel outside of the YouTube shorts that my editor basically is making from all of my live shows. She basically right now is pressing me to come out with new content, which I agree with her concept. So hopefully this week I'll be making my first video. I think I'm gonna do it with the 300 plus action figures that I'm prepping for Amazon, and kind of talk briefly about that. I may catch a couple clips of my um, boxes that I got going out for Walmart and throw those in the video as well, and just kind of let her do her magic to put it all together, so you all can see like what I got going on, my concept of changing up the warehouse to fit my new business model. I'm gonna kind of gloss over a little bit of all that stuff in the video and push out a new video between this week and next week. Probably get it done this week and let her edit it, and then she can push it out next week. And just kind of get the steam rolling on that for us pushing out new content on my channel outside of the live. But other than that, look out, like Middleman and I have said, look out for the bolos because they are coming. Do your due diligence, before you go out there and run in the store and buy stuff. I'm going to do my best to basically show you what I paid for it and show you what it's selling for. And then you got to do the rest, to make informed decision on whether or not you need to buy it. Thank you all for the support. Thank you all for coming out, spending time with us on Sundays. Continue to share the show and put our name out there. We're trying to build this channel up. I did put out 3 weeks ago that I was thinking about letting this be the last year for Defend the Hustle, but I kind of thought about that, tossed it around a little bit, and we're gonna bring it back next year. So I'm just asking you all for your support to push the show out to people. When you see something that pops up with my name on it, go ahead and click on it and share it with people. That's how we're going to kind of build up the show. Just, even if you don't get a chance to watch the full video, just click on it and share it with somebody. Keep sharing it with different people. Eventually, probably can get some of those folks coming out to the show. But other than that, I appreciate y'all's support. Buffalo Picker, D Middleman Picker. We'll see you all next week. Defend the Hustle.
Good night, everyone.